All right, y'all.
Yo.
Again, episode 8.
Oh,
Goddamn, man.
sorry.
Episode 8. DJ Jig Tight. And
Rob, my bad.
and this is What We Know.
Hey, my bad.
All right, man. We in this piece right here.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Yeah. And he's still out here trying to watch the game.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know I promoting shit. So that's why. My bad.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's all good. We in here. This is Saturday night. We got it where we can also make this a call-in show. Yep. Also, I got to see. We got to go out here and look and see if we got anybody else that's over here. The link, if you want to call in, is in the. All right, we in there. The link is in the. It's not in the description box, but it's in the comment section, and all you got to do is hit that StreamYard, and you can come on here and you can interact with us.
Talk your shit.
But tonight we got a pretty, I guess it's gonna be a pretty good show we got right now. We sat back and it's a late show. But what we want to also, I mean, this is last minute. What we want to really talk about is all the stuff that's been going on today in social media about Black women being disrespected and it's
fresh and fit.
Yeah, the fresh and fit.
Every little thing, somebody, every little thing they do, I get DMs and shit.
It's a whole lot of stuff that they've been talking about as far as that, and I just want to get put some stuff in context and have a conversation about this whole thing with, I guess, the Black community.
Yeah,
I guess you can call it the Black community, and some of the woes that we have. Well, one of many woes that we have, and one of them is dating and marrying outside of your race.
Yeah. Talking about for the last time. I'm not gonna talk about it no more. But the fresh and fit.
Yeah, the fresh and fit. That whole satire thing that was put up against them. Yeah. It's just a whole lot of things that we want to talk about. We just want to put some things in context because of that. We're not actually going to be talking about all of the. This is not a show about fresh and fit and what's the Brittany Renner and all of that stuff. But we do have to put a little bit in and put it in context as far as talking about that.
Yeah, we know shit. We just want to talk. We talk what the fuck we want to talk about.
One of the things we want to do, we got a couple of videos that we want to show that we're going to actually do, little short videos that we're going to do breakdowns on as far as one of them is what was it, the Black ladies that's talking from, I got it on here. I already got it on this thing right here. Y'all got to just bear with me right quick.
Yeah, they was talking about the issue with
dating outside your race.
Why do Black women get mad when Black men don't
date outside their race or marry outside of their race? That's it. Yeah. That was one of them. Mm-hmm. And then we had the other one where it was a married couple that were also talking about interracial marriage, and they were talking about a doctor that had wrote a book on interracial marriage. And the last one we have will be just a little video clip from Sister what's her name, Sahara.
And we're gonna do something special for her and a lot of icons
Black History Month.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what, man, we could talk about anything, you know what I'm saying? But not saying, next month we're gonna do something special for Black History Month and still talk about current events, all that good stuff still. But
absolutely,
yeah, man, we want to spread some history that they didn't teach us,
just to put things in context. It's not whether we for it or against it or anything like that, but we're gonna have our own little I guess, opinions about some of the things that we see, especially based off of the little videos that we see also.
Right.
But did you check that score, man, and see if them boys if they won?
Green Bay and 49ers.
Yeah, because it should be in the fourth quarter. I know whoever's in there.
49ers 3, Green Bay 10 is like 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Green Bay about to pull it out.
Yeah, they're gonna pull it out, man.
They're gonna pull that out.
Hey, I don't care. The 49ers beat the Cowboys, so
put them boys out of there.
Yeah, man.
So all you Cowboy fans, I mean,
hey,
all
man.
I gotta say is ha ha.
Hey, like the American team, my ass. Like, come on.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, man. We let's go ahead and get into this, man, because we started late. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this video, this first video that we got. That video is about to come up now. Again, let me give a shout out to who these ladies are too. It was the Is this it? Yep, it is it. Let me move that out the way. And this video is the trying to see who is
you said it's pretty
the people.
It's like a couple years ago.
Madam Noor. That's who it is. That's the name of it. So this was a couple of years ago. This is not a brand new video or something like that. This is not a brand new video. This is this came out like in 2018, but I still think that the the content is still very relevant, especially like during today.
Yep.
So what we about to do is we're gonna show this video, but we're also gonna break it down in between. So we're not gonna play the whole video without giving our comments or whatever it is that we need to do.
Right.
So without further ado, let's rock.
With my lovely co-host Kiara Kelly and guest co-host Africa Miranda. Hey girl, hey! Look at that, look what's melanin in one spot. You are watching another episode of Listen to Black Woman starting now. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna get into today's topic of interracial dating, aka all the black men we see with white women in Hollywood. Just kidding, a little deeper than that. Well, Michael B. Jordan was spotted on a yacht with a bunch of white women, and I mean, he's just been spotted around town, gallivanting with a series of white women on vacation. He tried to play it off and say it was his bro's girlfriend, but he was canoodling with her. I don't know, all of these things. All of this leading to our question of the week. Why do black women feel so hurt when we see our black men with white women? Ladies.
I don't like to use the word hurt because I feel that puts some weight on it. Personally,
y'all hurt.
I'm not that sad or affected when I see a black man with a woman of another race, unless he's very fine. He's not what I would think is, a good match. But I do question a lot of their choices because when pressed or asked about it, a lot of them have really lame excuses. Like Michael did the whole thing about milk flavors, and I was just like,
so weird.
Right, like just say you like what you like and this is not it or this is it.
My problem with it is that I feel like Michael B. Jordan's fan base have been built on the backs of black women. And now he's afraid that he's going to lose his audience. So now he's clamoring and he's all these milk analogies and it's really strange. But we see this so often in Hollywood.
Yeah, and we're seeing right through it because all of those types of explanations, they just read as superficial and inauthentic. It's like, just own it, brother. I think it hurts me as well, only because I see Black partnership as a Black investment back into our communities. And when you look at our families, the first person you love is your uncle or your father, and you see this example of Black men and Black women loving each other. To think that a Black man maybe went through his life without wanting to build that same type of family, it can be very hurtful. And I do think there's this overarching belief that a lot of us are dating and marrying outside of our race. So far, I think it's 89% of the current men who are married are still married to Black women, but that does not acknowledge how that statistics has evolved over time because these new brothers, they ain't doing what your daddy was doing back in the day. They on a new wave, which is a lot of times outside the race, totally exotic things. So
it's hard sometimes with conversations like these, and I think.
Did she say that?
I was waiting for you to say some shit, dog. I know you about to come with some shit.
She said it was hurtful.
Hurtful.
this was hurtful.
And you're not doing what your daddy did back in your day. I would say, hey, women.
Why is it my whole point is, why is it such a big issue? When even when you look at it, what did they say the statistics were of black men and black women being together? 89%.
89%. Yeah.
So why is it hurtful for the other, what is it, 12%?
Right. So
11%?
You worrying about a small percentage. Right.
It's crazy when you have, like I said, this show was in 2018. And it's cool that they got a chance to actually talk about these issues, but look at what they got. A bunch of women.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to have the real conversation, like they started out with my man, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
And that I remember when that was about 2018. They talking about around about that time.
Yeah.
All he did was had pictures with non-black women, and it was people went crazy. Black women went crazy over that.
And that's why I couldn't understand, because I never heard him in a relationship with nobody else before Lori. Lori Harvey.
But he's in the top 10%.
Yeah, like, but why? But why do it matter? Like, it's not like y'all. It's not like most of the women are gonna be with Michael B. Jordan in the first place.
Right. It's only right.
It's
but
why
they make
do it matter?
So they make it seem like it's gonna be. It's like man, this is just crazy, because they make it seem like this is like the large percentage of black men that are dating outside of their race. It's one thing to say, because I'm still going to say it. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Why does it matter? Because if that's the case, then it has to matter. Then if you see the black women that's dating outside of their race also. Nobody talks about that.
Nobody.
Matter of fact, when they do talk about it, they congratulate.
Yeah. I remember
Serena?
No. The cheerleader from the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
I guess during halftime they doing their little halftime show, and they went off routine on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And she was doing the routine on bad, and she was like, you know, saying she was laughing, but I don't think she felt embarrassed, but whatever. But out of nowhere, her boyfriend came out of nowhere. Her boyfriend is white, and proposed to her in front of everybody and everything. And they congratulated
You go,
her,
girl.
you go, girl, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Shit. Candace Parker.
She didn't even, not only did she not date a black man.
Her first child was from a black man, and what she do? She got what they say, niggas making and shit, you know what I'm saying, and get a white woman. First thing a nigga do is what they do when they get some money, they get a white girl. Like, that's what Candace Parker do. Got some money, left her black husband, and got with a white girl.
And nobody's batting an eye. Nobody cares, really.
Ain't that some shit? A
And
black woman don't want to
crazy.
date black women. Ain't that some
You
shit?
Let's go through.
She ain't got some money, boy.
Choose me or not, but I think it's valid to be able to say this is how we feel, because we're already black women that exist in the world, but we are not considered the standard of beauty. And then to have, the men that look like you and the men that you, like you said, you love your.
I never understood that one either. The standard of beauty.
Yeah,
we're not the standard of beauty. That's not really. That ain't got nothing to do with men.
Yeah,
that has everything to do.
Yeah.
No, that has everything to do with women. The standard of beauty, what we got to do with the standard? We just like what we like.
Yeah.
We like black women, white women, we like them all. But when it comes down to women, what do? You make your hair look like something that does not come out of your scalp. Exhibit A. Look at that right there.
Oh, this nigga James with the shits.
Exhibit A. It don't look like, no, I'm not talking about it as far as that. It don't look like it comes out of her skull.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah. I got you.
That does.
For sure.
That does.
Yeah.
So she's dealing with the standard. We don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Men don't care if you wearing that or not.
Yeah. That's a fact.
We don't set that whole thing. If that was the case, that because the standard of beauty, according to us, is us.
Yeah.
Look at how everybody wear their hair as men. We try to be as close to what? It looks like it comes out our skull, or in my case, comes out of my face, because I ain't got shit in my skull no more.
Right.
So we are not, they blame this whole society thing where society make, not being a black woman a standard of beauty. I beg to differ. Yeah. Everybody around the world is trying to do what black women are doing right now.
Absolutely. Shit.
So on one end, they'll sit back and say they're not the standard of beauty. On the other hand, they'll sit back and say all these women trying to be like them, darken their skin, get fat booties. Yeah. Which one? Pick a team. Yep. You can't just keep saying one thing and change the goalpost to another one. That's just what it is. Let's keep going.
Your uncles and your fathers and your brothers and these men that you grow up thinking that you're going to choose and they're going to choose you back are getting the same message that, yeah, their sisters and moms and cousins are great. So, yeah, but that's not good.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily choose or think, are beautiful. So it is hard.
Now let's see what social media has to say about this. We wrote about this Michael B. Jordan story on HelloBeautiful.com, and we went to the comment section where Tarita M. Ingram said this: I feel like the narrative that black women are affected by it is false.
Okay, so we have to kind of qualify affected. I don't think it means we're not sleeping, we're not eating, we're just awake at night going, why is Michael B. Jordan doing the white woman?
I did it for one night, but okay.
Lord.
Decided to go on a yacht in Italy with 3 women. I just want to go to Italy, whether or not he's there
or not,
or not. So we should be able to talk about it again without being angry. Desperate.
Yeah. I'm also going to say, I didn't feel like Michael B. Jordan was going to get with a black woman anyway. Did anyone else feel that way? I don't look at Michael B. Jordan and think he's going to be with a sister. There are also some comments.
So you can see how they could just stereotype niggas, right?
Says the woman that got a non-black. Oh, look, man, are you serious, lady?
She just said that I never knew he was going to get with a black woman anyway. Like,
yeah, let me go ahead and get rid of this person right here. They out cold with that right there. Go ahead, man. Finish what you're doing.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's tripping, my nigga. All right. But yeah, I lost my damn train of thought. I've seen that shit. But yeah, like
she said, she just sat back. I knew he wasn't going to get what?
That shit crazy. Let that be the other way around. That nigga came back.
Really? That's crazy. That is crazy. Keep making, hey, bro, Adolph, whoever your name is, keep going.
Yeah, bro, you getting blocked, bro.
And then I'm going to get you flagged. I can't even get this. What the hell? Oh.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we good with that.
We good. But anyway, man, y'all niggas tripping.
Hey, and don't forget, man, when you come
like
here,
and subscribe, please.
Please do it.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Get these algorithms up, man.
Yeah, for real, man. We had I'm about to say 13K, but over like 1.3 subscribers. You know
yes, sir.
So appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? The support.
And
the hate.
Yeah, but back to what she was saying, where it's easy to do that. It's easy to put out a stereotype and say something like that, and nobody bats an eye.
Nope. Cause let that be a black man said, I knew that she was gonna be with a black man.
You can see it right now by looking at her.
Yeah. Shit crazy.
Come on, man. That's our code. Let's keep going. It's almost over.
It's on our Facebook page about Michael B. Jordan. Janelle Marie said, I don't have a problem problem with interracial couples as long as the black women aren't being put down to lift another race up. At the end of the day, let that man be. He's grown.
And I agree with Janelle. Thank you. I think that's. I mean,
That doesn't mean I'm not gonna side on it.
right. Like I might suck my teeth a bit.
A little.
But again, if you're not again putting us down,
It just really makes me wonder why they like these white women. You were talking about this too, though.
we have all been conditioned that white is right, from beauty, from success, like that version of whiteness and what it should look like. So whether consciously or subconsciously, these men and I think women, like everyone that exists in this society, is buying into that.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
fighting every day to really fight against it. I just think a lot of these men are not fighting it. They just
Yeah.
they think that they're
That's why they need to have men on the panel.
Yeah, bro.
They just go, and it's kind of like when you
They saying false shit, bro.
absolutely
How you gonna tell what a man like thinks, how a man think, what a man like? You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know, it's man just gonna
But she's
man's
saying
gonna like what they like.
right. So
It's
what
like,
she
it
was
is what
asking
it
though,
is.
she was asking, I just don't understand why these men like these white women, and it's not like men are going out of their way to go to white women.
They don't.
Black men are dating who they want to date. Period. They're dating who the hell they want to damn date. It is not to a point where you sitting here looking at a white woman and say, I'm just gonna go to her.
Exactly.
And then they put the
Yeah.
stats out there. They had 89% of black marriages of the people that do get married, because there ain't a whole lot of people get married, really, to tell you the truth. But it's crazy for them to sit back and say, why would he want it? Because he want her.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it. It's not it's not deep.
It's not that
It's
deep.
not deep at
Yeah.
all. But then they said, well, that's the standard. This is what they want. They fall for it. Like we the dummies
Yeah.
that we falling for the
Like
whole
we getting
stereotype.
finesse.
Yeah. So yeah. All right.
choosing, but really it's been choosing.
What's up, Stefana? What's going on?
Autumn, what up, dog?
Okay, so as always, we talk to you guys about this subject, and we asked, as a black woman, do you care when a high-profile black man dates a white woman? With 38% saying yes and 63% saying no. All right, so all y'all watching this, y'all don't care?
No lies! No lies!
Comments telling you. Right. But apparently y'all don't care. But again, maybe we have to qualify care, because if they're not if they don't wake up at night thinking about it, maybe I don't really care. We also asked. We discussed the interracial relationships between high-profile black men and white women because we just like talking about celebrities. That was 42%. 33% said, I don't discuss this. And 25% said, because it further pushes the notion that white is right.
Hey, pause this real quick.
Interracial relationships,
And also, man, we got 10 people on the live right now. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like the video. And then don't forget, it's a call-in show. So you want to talk your shit, you know what I'm saying? Got some on your mind? Hey, hit up the link. You know what I'm saying? What's the link?
I just put the link in.
StreamYard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the StreamYard link. You can go ahead. You can come in. You can give your take on it or whatever you want to do. You can sit back and holler at us for a minute. Talk about whatever. We just put this together, man, so we can just go ahead and get our thoughts out on one of these doggone, because we got a couple of videos that we want to put too that links to this also. So
For sure.
yes, sir. But don't forget, you come in on the YouTube, come on in and hit the subscribe and like, so we can get that algorithm going.
Hell yeah. But no, man, pause this.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What you think so far? Because this shit's kind of giving me a headache. But
Yeah, so I saw it already. I looked at it. The whole thing was that, and the reason why we brought this video up, this video came out in 2018, is because it's coming back up again. This whole thing on why black men don't like black women, when it already shows, the stat shows that the majority of black men are with black women, whether they married to them or they're dating them. So it all stemmed again from the podcast Fresh and Fit, and that came from what was that young lady? I don't even remember her damn name either.
oh my Asian dog.
Asian doll. And my whole thing was that you don't love yourself to keep calling yourself Asian or China, or I haven't seen any of those non-black women calling themselves African or
She's just weird as hell. Bro.
she weird as hell, and she making her fame not because she can rap. She can't rap worth shit. She making it off of the dude that she considered to be her boyfriend, King Von. That was basically it. But we came back to put things in context so we can just have this conversation about this whole thing on black men not liking black women. And that's what we're doing.
My thing is, like, it's just like this shit right here be funny to me. If niggas ain't shit, right, and we hear that a lot, especially when it comes to women, like black women, right? If niggas ain't shit, why do it fucking matter who these niggas fuck? Or why do it matter what, if they get in a relationship with a person who's not black? Like, why? This shows that, hey, maybe a lot of the shit,
but they
not shit they be saying be cap. Like,
they're not talking about those dudes. They're talking about the less than 1%. They talk about the dudes that they can't get anyway.
You can't get anyway. Like,
that's what's crazy. That's where it gets to a point where I just be looking at it like people pick what their butt hurt about. That's what
I want to say. Oh no, fuck it. I want to say can't get, but most of the time them dudes don't want you. Like,
yeah, they don't want you.
These dudes come with a certain standard, demands. Like, you know, they not gonna deal with they're not gonna deal with the bullshit average guy would deal with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely,
like, you won't have to like settle for real with a nigga in that top 1%. Like,
yes, sir. Absolutely. All right, we almost finished with the end of this. Let me see if they got anything else to say.
You might think or feel away. It's just on the internet. You have free range to comment on all of it. These are the people we see. So I mean, of course, we're going to talk about celeb interracial relationships more than like the man that lives up the street that's married to somebody. It's not as interesting. We're more invested in these men and in who they.
No, and pause it one more time, bro.
Shout out to Chris Blaylock, man. What's happening now?
Oh, that's my dog. That's my brother, man.
All right.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
It's my dog. But you know, it's something that the young lady in the middle said earlier. She was like, well, these dudes nowadays ain't like your daddy how they was back in the day. I would say, well, just like how men change over time, the women change over time. The women back in our daddy day, I would say more traditional.
I have to find out how old they are now, though, first when they say that, because
women now are more modern, you know. So we live in the era of the independent women.
We live in the era of the independent women, and that's what independent, strong. What's the other one?
The women that your daddy was with or granddaddy was with, you ain't gonna hear them say "fuck niggas, niggas ain't shit," all this other shit.
Well, you heard them, but what it was that they wasn't the majority. They wasn't the minority. That was the crazy auntie that was fine, but she always had a different boyfriend because they couldn't stand.
It wasn't known
her attitude, or she was just too damn violent. Shit, I don't know.
Say Chris said, "Man, come with standards just like women, especially how high profile men."
Absolutely,
yeah, for sure.
That's one of the things that
you're gonna have to dealing with the nigga in the top 1%. That nigga gonna cheat. Not maybe all, because I know a lot of people say, well, it's not all of them. Yeah, everybody don't do all of everything, but a guy in the top 1%, he gonna continue to test his options. Period. Like,
got a lot of options.
You know what I'm saying?
And
don't worry, he gonna still love you to death. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He gonna still want to provide, die for you, all that good shit. But he might,
it all depends.
But he might fuck some hoes.
It all depends on what category you falls into, though, bro. Because you got the side chick.
Yeah.
You got the chick that's, the homie.
Yeah.
What they call it, homie, lover, friend. That was back in the
1990s. That's my
sis. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. All that that goofy stuff, especially when they got options like that.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of these guys, they're not married. Most of these guys that are what they call high profile, or I really use high profile.
Yeah, high profile. I like that high profile because I have value, man. Shit.
Right.
That shit whack.
But let me tell you, guy like myself, I'm not high profile.
Me either.
So I fall into the average dude.
I
pretty
take care of
much.
my business.
Right.
Fuck the bullshit.
Right. So when you have shows like this show that we're watching right now, they're talking about high profile guys.
High value man.
They talking about guys that's making,
Yeah.
Shit. Especially if they talk about Michael B. That's 6 figures right there.
They definitely not talking
7
about
figures. I mean,
yeah, they not talking about niggas like us.
Shit, probably 8
Yeah.
figures. Right. So you talk about a dude that ain't even in the majority of the world right
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? They in a whole different bubble. So that's basically it. So we're gonna finish this. We're gonna wrap this video up so we can go to the next one that'll tie into this just to see what they got going on.
Black men.
And I think we're invested in these people's lives. Like actors and movies and sports are escapism for us. So then when these people who we are looking up to escape from us, we do feel away. So I mean, put it like that. And social media. We're looking at these things every day. It's part of our daily conversation.
So we wouldn't have known who was on his boat on vacation because we wouldn't have seen it. So now we know how they spend all of their time. So we are then we feel some kind of way about like every movement. When really, if we didn't see it, we wouldn't feel probably as much good or bad about it.
I think the solution here is for Black men, date, marry, love Black women, which I know is super hypocritical. I've dated white men. I have. But one thing I do think, for Black men.
Wait. What she say? What else?
I did a white man.
No, I'm talking about widow girl in the corner saying she
What?
ad-libbed something. Look, hold on. We're
Well,
gonna
play
bring it back a little bit.
One thing I do think, for Black women, if we're really clear about it, we need to
Watch it.
our vantage point of who we're looking at today, because they ain't stopping what they're doing.
In 2018,
Oh, she did. I didn't take it back far
Yeah, take
enough.
it back farther enough.
I think the solution here is for Black men, date, marry, love Black women, which I know is super hypocritical. I've dated white men. I have. But one
She crazy.
because they ain't stopping what they're doing.
in 2018, to carry that kind of hurt about men dating outside, Black men dating outside their race, that's not going to stop. So I think that we can acknowledge how we feel about it, but
bro, they really making this a issue though. Like this is like it's like a conference call. Like, it's like how people say how to fix the Black community.
Right.
It's like
Anitra said something that was profound. She said these women are talking about Hollywood celebrity lifestyles.
Oh yeah.
I don't know many average everyday Black women that really cares if Black men are with a white woman.
That's a fact.
That is absolutely a fact.
That's a
But
fact.
what happens is that they would get on, the average Black woman would get on social media.
Yeah.
And they're not going to say it in real life. They get out here in this satire life, and then they want to start, beefing with people online because of stuff like this. Absolutely. Because it's very odd. It's very hard to even have this type of conversation in real life with people.
It is.
Very hard. So if you had a person that sit back, like I know family members, I know friends. When I was in the military, it was a lot of people that were dating interracial. I've never seen anybody sit back and just disrespect their mate or whatever on a racial type of thing. They'll probably do it inside their doors or whatever, but in all actuality, people really don't really care. They just do it on social media.
Social media.
That's basically it. That's
why I'm asking you to chill off social media. Cause I be ready to fucking spaz on everybody. Like,
If you.
Right. That's why I unfollow the Shade Room, bro.
Yeah.
Shit's toxic, bro.
That Shade Room is I can't stand it. They're irritating, bro. The Shade Room is really, really irritating.
That shit run by white people anyway.
Yeah, but they put they get it where the Black folks is sitting back beefing with each other.
Let's get these niggas.
Yeah, and they making all the money while everybody else is sitting back being mad and upset with each other over their preferences.
Yeah.
And that's all it is a preference. Now, with that being said, wait, which one did I got? Okay, with that being said, I think that you should have a mixture of all of it. I think you should have a mixture where when it comes down to Black folks loving each other, I think it should be a push for it. Like at the end, what she said, Mary love. It's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because I think that should be the majority. I think it should be where we have to have our own.
Yeah.
So
the problem is they look at men like we're the problem. Like it's a issue. Like something is wrong with us. That's the problem.
Right. Absolutely. And it's not, and this is the only thing I could speak on really, because I know it's even worse in the white community. It's a lot worse, especially in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's really bad when you have, and it's kind of, I think it's more bad when you see the white women that date Black men. They have a problem. A lot of women get ostracized in their family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's very hard for us to be able to speak on something like that when you only see a snapshot of that. Yeah. Like you'll see, something that
there's some households that tell they son or daughters like, don't bring no white boy home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
don't bring no white girl home.
Man.
Any other race. I mean, that's like any other race.
Heard family members tell other family members shit like that. Like what?
Culturally, some cultures be like, hey, no.
But the whole thing is that when you telling a young teenage man some shit like that, and he about to go to college and go to the military or just leave, that's like telling water not to get wet.
Exactly.
What the hell you talking about?
You talking about?
Like, I'm about to take down everything in my damn sight.
Right.
And they don't look at it that serious.
Get blue, purple, pink, white, black, orange. I don't give a fuck.
Tall, short,
right,
fat, skinny.
Got that snapback. Anything is possible.
No doubt.
Oh, Mike Epps say.
So that really wasn't like what they were saying. My whole thing is that in that conversation actually, it would have probably been a lot better if they had men that was in there. And then because when she was like, I just wondered why, Black men want to be with white women. It's like, do you understand that it's not actually white women?
Yeah.
It's all of them.
It's all of them, yeah.
They're not going out just looking. If she fine, he gonna try to holler at her.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, and this is another thing. I can understand women saying it. I just be tripping off of the dudes.
Dudes be saying it. Let me tell y'all, dudes be lying, bro.
They liars.
They be lying just to fuck.
Love your Black queen.
Don't be falling for this shit. Especially when these niggas on Instagram acting like they are women activists.
They had a movie.
Like, these niggas is capping, bro. They trying to fool y'all.
Most of these guys be out there. Right.
Derek Jackson ass nigga.
Lying ass Derek Jackson.
What's this nigga? It's got the Pastor Pappy, whatever the fuck that nigga name. Like, them niggas, don't believe these niggas. This is why I watch Fresh and Fit, because them niggas be telling you the truth, what these niggas really think about. Like,
they be lying, dudes be lying.
Niggas, that's why when niggas talking about, oh yeah, I want to hear your problems. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? You like my sister. All this other goofy ass shit.
Lying.
I guarantee you if you got a male best friend, text that nigga I want to fuck.
You ever seen Don't Drink Your Juice in South Central? The one with the Wayans came out with. It was a satire. Yeah. And my man was sitting there. He was supposed to be in the damn Muslim. And he was sitting there, and they found him eating a bacon sandwich, a ham sandwich with a white girl. Then he go to jail, and he out there frying bacon and all that shit. He lying. That's what it was satire, but they was just saying, they was making fun of it. But a lot of these dudes be sitting
niggas be lying, bro. They be tricking y'all, tricking females, man.
Big time. Absolutely. Well, we got another one, man, that's going to kind of tie into this one right here. This one is about,
hey, like if you got a male best friend that you call your brother, text that nigga, I want to fuck. I guarantee.
You silly as hell. You
that
talking
nigga
about
gonna risk it all. He gonna risk the friendship and everything.
Yeah. These dudes ain't your damn brothers. Lying ass.
Real
lying.
Niggas they be looking at me crazy like, oh, do you hate women? All this other shit. No, I be just telling y'all the truth. What niggas really think. Niggas ain't gonna tell you because they trying to fuck. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely. So this next one we got right here, this next one is about marriage. And it was about an author that was talking about interracial marriage and and the things that he had to say about it. And they had a couple that actually were thinking different from what he was talking about. So we're just going to play the video so you guys can see exactly where this is coming from, and we will break this down also.
Is marriage for white people? That's the question being asked by an author of the new book. Is marriage for white people? How the African-American marriage decline affects everyone. It's got a lot of people talking right now. Stanford law professor Ralph Richard Banks says it's time for Black women to, this is a quote, give up the good fight on marrying a Black man. Here he is.
The way I think about it is that women have been asked to carry a great load. Black women shoulder a lot of the burden, in short, of Black men's struggles. And I am asking women to put the burden down. Many women think that they're attracted to Black men. They are attracted to Black men, but attraction itself is complicated. And one of the things that I discovered, of course, in writing this book is that there's a whole host of fears and desires and anxieties that animate Black women's attraction to Black men.
Okay, Banks recently wrote an article in the Wall Street Journal and said that 70% of Black women aren't married. That's roughly true. Okay, so is it time for single, educated, and working Black women to just forget the notion of marrying Black men outside their race? A new Gallup poll.
but they just said 89%.
We go back. Yep. Just like what they had quoted, that same stat.
But no, she says 79% of Black women are not married.
All right, let me see.
A new Gallup poll shows more and more people are receptive to the idea of interracial marriage. In 1968, the numbers were quite low for whites approving of interracial marriage. This is a Gallup poll from USA Today, but today those numbers skyrocketed for both Blacks and whites. So does the author have a point? Is the Black marriage nearly obsolete? Is the idea just for white people? Have a Black couple here who says, hello, I'm right here, joining us for to talk.
Yeah, they said that 98% and 83% for whites, 96% for Blacks.
Okay.
Approval rate.
Talk about this as Lamar and Ronnie Tyler, bloggers for Black and Married with Kids. All right, Tyler, so I guess my first question is, what is your reaction to what you have just heard? A lot of people have been talking about this.
I just think the book is dangerous. It's sending a dangerous message.
Dangerous?
Yes.
Okay.
I definitely think it is just perpetuating all the negative stereotypes that are out there. And now is the time for Black people to come together and to work together, not to look outside of our community for the answers.
Dangerous, how so? And I want you to answer this because he seems to be putting a lot of negativity out there on Black men.
Sure, I think what he's done is created a perfect mechanism to sell books, but not so much for African American women.
Right.
And I think that's he's portraying this like this is some type of help tool for them, but not at all. I think anytime you say that one entire group of people, specifically based on race, is bad, and another group is good, then it doesn't make any sense at all. It's not helping anybody. Instead, the conversation should be, if there are problems in the African American community, how can we uplift the community? What can we do to show them that marriage is positive, to show them that parenting is positive and where it's at? Instead of, making notions like these that basically just get you on TV, in the media all the time and allow you to sell books.
Well, because some of the numbers that he put out there are true. A white woman is twice as likely to get married as a Black woman. Some of what he is saying is true, is what you take exception to, what you say are solutions that aren't actually solutions. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Solutions that are not actually solutions. So if it's true, let's get down to why it's true and bring forth real solutions for the Black community.
Okay.
Yeah, I think interracial dating is fine. I think who you fall in love with is who you fall in love with. But again, when you say this group of people, in this particular instance, which is Black men, are bad and you shouldn't be with them. And I think the craziest thing about all of this is the fact that he's married to a Black woman. So what if she took his own advice? They wouldn't be married now.
So what you're saying is, okay, let me translate. He's saying look outside of your race.
Hey, pause it,
There's a
man.
problem with your race as opposed to just be with whoever you choose to be with, regardless of what their race is. Is That what you're saying?
Yeah, this is two-part thing. Part of it is that, and part of it is this thing about the black man being so bad, just perpetuating these continual stereotypes that we've had now for generations and generations. And the problem becomes when you have people in communities that don't see marriage every day, that don't see those positive images of marriage portrayed, they start to believe things like this. When they see books and they see movies and they see different things, something that marriage is for white people, they start to actually get that to their conscious, and then that passes down from generation to generation.
Because there are plenty of
Okay.
He said a bunch of shit. A lot of them, I don't. It's kind of some of it was some bullshit, but you know what? I'm not say that because you say some real like factual stuff, but
I don't know anything about the man's book, right? So I guess they've read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna see exactly what it is that he was saying as far as I mean, we already know when a person writes books like this anyway,
Yeah.
like with the title, is Marriage for White People.
Yeah.
It's to get you intrigued. It's
Intrigued.
kind of like a salacious type of way of putting a title on there. And then you get to read the book. It gets you to reading the book. But as far as what they're saying is, what he's saying is that he's promoting interracial marriage instead of just, and then he's giving stats, right? Because from what I'm gathering from that, what he's saying is, I don't know what the guy is saying in this book because I don't know nothing about the book. But from what they're saying is that what he's saying is dangerous because he's saying that you should look outside your race because the things according to what they're saying, because the people that's inside black folks that's inside your race, it's not conducive to you having I guess a great marriage or something like that. And so he would use those stats of divorce, the stats of unmarried, black women and things like that. So I think that's what they're saying that they oppose on as far as what they hear him saying.
Yeah.
That's why the woman was saying that it was dangerous. Now it makes me intrigued to want to go and actually get the book and read it to see what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. My thing is like, and I get what they talking about, but my thing is like, it's really hard for me to believe that when they say, well, it's dangerous because you're telling a community that they side their race. You're telling them that bringing on articles like why they shouldn't date black men, or why they shouldn't date black women.
He was saying that the guy was saying
I feel
that
like people
black
gonna do what
men are
they.
bad.
I feel like people, but I feel like people gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they could read that book, but doesn't mean they're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna just start dating outside my race.
Yeah, normally when
You know
you
what
have
I'm
books
saying?
like that though, I probably would think that the book is for more of information to put things in context as far as when it comes down to American marriage.
Yeah.
Because if he's saying is marriage for white people, and they're speaking on as far as black folks, because the opposite of a white person, I don't know why people think that is black. They think that the opposite of white is black, just like we think the opposite of black is white, and that's not true.
No.
That's not true. That's why this colorism, it has gotten so far where we actually look at shit based off of its hue.
Mm-hmm.
Look at each other based off of our hue. I'd rather date somebody based off of demographics, culture, things like that, not because of their hue. That makes no sense. So it makes me more intrigued on listening or reading that book so I can actually get a gist of it, because just listening to what they're saying, they're kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, they are. It's like then we human beings, like,
and then it is CNN. So
yeah, of course. But we human beings at the end of the day. Human beings is just attracted by other human beings, regardless color, size, whatever,
But it is a problem. The thing is that that's why I want to read the book, because there is a problem in America with people getting together, liking each other, marrying each other, loving each other. There's a big epidemic that's going on right now.
Yeah.
And so if you do break it down into ethnic background, yeah, we black folks are the low on the totem pole. But I don't care if we wasn't. If it's a high number, doesn't matter if we was the lowest. If it's a high number, we should be focusing on us
Yeah.
and not on anybody else. But you do have to look at stats because it tells you things. It gives you information. So then when she was saying, well, black folks got to get together, but you saying that, how?
We've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah. And it's not working. It's getting
not
worse
working.
and worse and worse.
Getting
Every
worse and
generation
worse.
makes it worse. Because
Yeah.
now we in a generation of niggas and bitches. That's what we in. That's what we in. And that ain't got nothing to do with color.
Yeah.
You hear everybody from every ethnic background calling either a female bitch and a guy a nigga. And it's normal. It ain't even like they doing it, like they don't even look at it as derogatory anymore. So, you know, this is where it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, we basically in America, we lost, we lost, or probably none of us, you can't lose something that you never had. But in America right now, we've lost tradition when it comes down to how do we go through this thing called life together?
Right. We don't think that way, man.
No, because with dudes, we got dudes telling me it's not a good idea to get married. With women, you independent, you can do bad on your own, but at the same time, we keep creating children.
Yeah. And who suffer the most? The children.
And then they come up and then they have children.
It's
and then
a cycle.
It's
a cycle, man.
Because they don't stay children for long.
No, man. And them children will reflect.
Right. Let's wrap this up right quick.
Positive images of black marriages out there. I mean, we've got the Obamas. I mean, there's Will and Jada. I mean, if you don't believe all that tabloid messages out there, an interracial couple. There's Iman and David. There's lots of positive images out there if you choose to see them.
Exactly.
And then again, I think one of the biggest problems that we also have, just regular people, regular 9 to 5 people that lives everyday lives. One of the biggest problems that we have to deal with is this shit where they keep saying you do see positive images and they will use celebrities. We already know for
they
one in that
got the
world
most fucked up.
It is because they don't stay married long. Celebrities don't stay married long at all.
Oh.
And then they marrying each other, screwing each other, having kids with each other. So that's one of the things where we get it wrong at. There's not an infrastructure anymore that people follow to say, okay, this is how you build a community. You date, you come up with a plan, you both sit down to not the table, because that's what people don't know.
Yeah.
You sit down to the what they call it, it's a table, but it's just a analogy. It's a when you sit down and have a deal with each other. What do they call it? Somebody who's ever in a
you talking about negotiation
table. You have to negotiate.
Yeah, you gotta negotiate.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Yeah. What you bring to the table, they don't even know it's a negotiation table. It's not what you bring. And you got to figure out when you come down to the table. Do we do it in our first 3 months of dating? Do we do it after a year? Do we do it, when we getting ready, when we both are serious and I'm getting ready to ask you to marry me?
Yeah.
When do you go and start saying, this is what we have to do to negotiate with each other?
All this bring to the, and I'm so sick of
that. Bringing to the table. They don't nobody even know what a damn table is,
bro. No, we need to
negotiate.
You know what I'm saying?
Nidra said negotiation. You was late. Oh, I probably was late, Nidra.
Yeah, it took me a while to think about it.
Negotiation table. That's what it is. It's a negotiation table.
A lot of y'all ain't negotiating.
Ain't nobody trying to. I wish I would try to look at the Obamas. I don't know nothing. I know nothing about them people.
We just know what they.
We know what we see in front of us. That's it.
They could be arguing every day. Obama could have some side bitches. We don't know.
That's a Caucasian man. What you talking about? That's That's interracial dating right there. What the hell? that's interracial dating right there. What we talk about?
And that's exactly what we're doing with our website, trying to
Sure.
actually build upon those positive images. Because if you don't see it,
And definitely, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
That's gotta be old too, bro.
Well, we'll like shit. That's why he doing all this daredevil
this
shit.
This gotta be old.
Hell yeah. Shit. That's an entanglement. What we talking about?
Right. Out here fucking little niggas.
It's just an example.
What I said- Oh, God nugget.
8 couples, African American couples, newlywed over 50 years.
Oh man.
Premiered in DC, sold out over 540 seats in advance of the screening. They had to put up folding chairs down the aisle, like to say, like.
This nigga said Obama called case. Oh shit, nigga.
I'm check them out, man. That's it. That was it for them. They actually are doing something to try to save marriages and things like that. That's pretty dope with that. I'm not gonna leave them damn Obamas alone. That's an interracial marriage, and you know it. You know it.
Oh shit,
man.
Oh shit.
At all. But to go back what we was talking about.
Oh my goodness.
You know, that was wrong. That's the last one. But that ain't it either. What am I doing?
Took too many shots.
All right, I'm driving drunk over here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Nope, that ain't it. Why can't I find that one? There it is. Nope, that ain't it either. I'm gonna blame it on you, bro. Cause I sure can't find it now. Wait, it's not there. There, this is it right here. Nope, that ain't it either. That is not it. Let me slow this down right quick. Which one is it? I can't find it. Forget it. I just put this one in front of it there. So to get back to what we was talking about, those folks, again, that they gave a good argument. If it was an argument,
like I said, we gotta look at the book.
You have to actually look at the book, or I'm gonna see if he has. I'm pretty sure he does have something on YouTube or something like that he talked about. We'll come back to it, but
and it's like my thing is too, bro, and like the reason why I was kind of iffy with the video, and like you said, like they just going by what they just see, bro, and it's like that's why it's stupid that people having these discussions talking about why black men not with black women or black women are not with black men. Bro, I hardly see black men with white women. Like
that's not the issue. It's not the issue.
It's not to me. What I see is I don't feel like it's a known thing. It's like
it's not.
It's like it's
something.
I don't get it.
It's something that is not. It's not the rule.
Yeah, it's not a known thing. Like
the real problem is that black men and black women can't get along.
Yeah, we act like little kids.
Can't get along. And one of the things is that this next video I'm gonna show, it's going to kind of sum it up, and it can show what part of it is. Yeah. It's not going to show what all of it is.
And it's like, and also, bro, and I know we talk a lot of shit. We talk a lot of shit about women, man. But at the end of the day, I said this last show. Like, we need to stop all this, all this competing with each other and shit. Who's better in this? Like, you said this before, bro. We act like fucking kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we act like little kids. We gotta always prove some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, so
And we just got to get down to business also when it
Yeah.
comes down to actually women and men actually having real conversation with each other. The
Yeah.
best time to do it is when you dating.
Yeah.
That's why you have to come to what they call a negotiation table, not a table, not
yeah.
a regular ass table. You can't
Yeah.
bring the table. You ain't the table.
Yeah.
The thing is that you have attributes that you need
Yeah.
to show a person
Yeah.
how you can fit into their life,
You gonna
how they can
yeah.
fit into your life.
Yeah.
And if it ain't gonna work, let's go ahead on 3. Let's break.
You're right.
You do what you do. I do what I do.
But
Before
this is my
before we had
this is my
kids.
contract. This is what I'm gonna do for you,
Right.
and this is what the type of husband I'm gonna be, and type of father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
You
hey,
see the rest of it. You see, how am I doing? Am I on my job?
Yeah.
Am I out here? Am I trying to provide for us? Am
That's
I trying to do some things? Are we talking? All these different things that we have to do to come to that negotiation table. You don't bring my kid to our negotiation table.
Yep.
And that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
We end up creating a life, and then now we want to sit at the damn table with each other. It's too late now.
Too late.
Both of us lost our leverage.
Yeah. That's why I say too, like, shit, I tell like if a young couple asks me like about relationship advice, how to take the next step, I'm like, man, y'all should live together.
Get counseling.
I said live together.
Right.
Don't have
no kids.
Don't have no kids for you.
Live together for about a year.
Y'all need to see y'all worst side.
Yep.
Like, y'all got to see the bullshit.
Live together for a year.
The day you feel like, you know what, I could deal with this person bullshit.
Yeah.
That's when you know that's the one. Not when you fucking all that other bullshit. Like, she make my heart stop, all this other shit, or I'm just so in love, you know, when I fall asleep, I think of none of that bullshit, nigga. If you can handle somebody bullshit, like, you know, this person, you know what? Like, this person is reasonable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This person,
reasonable.
You know,
I could deal with those demands. You know, you see
know
that?
what I'm
You
saying?
actually,
because I know niggas is dealing way worse than that.
Yeah.
That's all I got to deal with.
That's what I got to deal with. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But also, you know what I'm saying? You can see potential of growth. Like, hey, I'm willing to grow with this person. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean by dealing with their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You willing to grow with that person. You know what I'm saying?
Got to know if this is going to be the bullshit you want to deal with, though.
Yeah, you got to.
You can't wait till it comes, because you see everything. That's why we're going to have a doggone red flag conversation, because this red flag shit that everybody talking about right now is bullshit. It's just like this damn table shit. When people, what you bring to the table, what you bring to the table, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. One of the things that I do understand about red flags is that they're not indicators to run. Every red flag is not, it's an indicator that you got work to do.
Yep.
It's an indicator. It's a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the shit that you probably be bringing. That's why it's kind of like, if you ever seen someone that was an alcoholic or a drug addict, and they are in a relationship, and they go and get sobriety. And when they go and they do 12 steps or whatever one of these things are that they have to take, once they start getting sober, one of the biggest problems that their mate going to have to deal with is the actual person that they were before they were either on drugs or alcohol. And that may cause them to break up. In a lot of cases, people have to break. They be like, well, shit, I can't be with you no more. Yeah. Because when we got together, and all the things that you did for me was because of my alcoholism or me being a drunk and things like that. And they'd be like, well, I ain't that type of person no more. So the things that I needed from you then, I don't need from you now.
Things change.
Right. And now it's just annoying being with your ass now.
Yeah.
It may be annoying you being with me, because every day I got to keep reminding myself that I'm a drug addict or I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And it can mess up. I ain't gonna even say mess up a relationship. It can break the relationship up, because that probably was one of the biggest issues in your relationship, was being enabled.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one of the things that they have to talk about. But this right here that Miss Shahara Ali. I can't pronounce her name correctly. Is it Shaharza
Oh yeah.
Ali? That she talks about, and this is the thing about women and men and the good woman that she, and this is up from her synopsis of what she thinks that the community, the Black community, needs in a woman and in a man. And let's roll with it.
As I said, this book demonstrates that we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good Black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Now, the good Black woman has 7 attributes, and then I'm going to explain to you how to utilize those in your day-to-day life.
Pause.
Good Black woman has self-discipline.
She said, "Nah." She make my heart stop. That's, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I ain't said love can't be involved, but then you know what I'm saying. Shit, you just go by love. Shit, it's gonna be a long ride for y'all. You might love him now, but you might wake up and say, you might wake up and like, I don't love this motherfucker no more.
Yeah. That's the gamble.
That's the gamble.
All right.
Courteousness, cheerfulness, self-respect, intelligence, cleanliness, and love. Now, we've heard that terminology. You know, it's like one of those where they tell you pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What do that mean?
Shout out to Jeff. What's going on, big fella?
Jeff, what up, dog?
You know, how can I make that functional in my day-to-day life to benefit me as a practice? It sounds like all theory. Where's the practice? What do I do? The good Black woman has self-discipline, has self-control. Let me make that real for you, sisters. We can start with our mouth. The good Black woman can control her mouth. She don't have to say everything that comes up. It's okay if he get the last word sometimes. She don't cuss in her.
Notice she said she don't cuss in public.
Straight bars.
Don't mean that she don't cuss.
Hell yeah, Jeff.
She just don't cuss in
Sister
public.
Ali been talking that shit. We're gonna do a history. I can't wait to do a history lesson on her next month.
And she works on not cussing in pride. She don't tear a man down with her mouth because they can't out-argue us. Can't nobody out-argue us. I have charged that we nag our men too much. We keep our men's head tied up so much when our petty grievances about our personal relationship that he don't have time to think and plan for our future. Because he got to deal with what's going to happen with us every day. You know, it's real odd. When the Black man come home, he almost have to do a wind test or stick his toe in the door. He don't know what's waiting.
Man.
He don't know who is there.
Lord.
Notice this was in the 80s, man, when she did this. This was in like 86.
That's crazy. Same shit going.
Look at that hairstyle right there. You can tell that was in the 80s right there. And them damn shoulder pads. Look at them shoulder pads she got on her. Boy, that's the 1980s shoulder pads right there. Shoot.
Why they wear that back in the day?
Was that the shoulder pads?
Yeah.
Made them look, I don't know. I don't know.
Niggas,
I don't know. It always looked crazy to me.
Y'all playing football and shit? Like, what's
Right. That was the style back then. That was the style.
Damn, that nigga got a perm.
That nigga got it. Look at that perm right there. I don't know if you know anything about Barry White, boy. That's that Barry White perm. I mean, and that mug is luxurious. Look at that mug shining. He got sheen.
The hot comb.
He got sheen. Boy, I'm trying to told you.
Put some Vaseline on your edges and they burning and shit. That's a fact.
So let's not use our mouth to do that to him. The good Black woman is courteous. She says, "Thank you, baby. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate every effort you make. Try harder. I'm gonna work with you. Thank you. I know you did your best. Now that's a whole new language. But just to say that during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them. It don't work like that. The good black woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man.
She said that in 86.
86.
86.
Lord, look at 2022.
2022, boy.
All these motherfuckers naked. Oh yeah, man. Give a quick shout out to my wife, my black beautiful wife.
Yeah, let me get a shout out to my black beautiful woman.
And like for people, we gotta say this shit because a lot of people be looking at us like how you can say this? You got a wife, and you know what I'm saying? You got daughters, other shit. Look, my wife is an exception. Okay,
bro, we just gonna go ahead. Like every time they give us,
my wife don't give me these problems.
Right, I told you. They tell me, I'm just be like, nope, I don't like black women.
Like, my wife,
you don't know me.
My wife take care of me.
There
really
it is.
Good. I just talk about
somebody,
y'all.
Right? When they don't know you and they sit back, you don't like black women. I ain't gonna argue with them.
Shit.
All right, then.
Hey, this was what. Hey, that's how I show I'm faithful. I talk shit about y'all. I ain't trying to fuck none of y'all, so I talk shit about you. Ooh.
And all of that, and then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man. Say why? What do you want a real man for?
So she can't hear the video.
You can't hear her? Nobody said nothing. Oh man, we done did this whole damn video and you can't hear her voice.
Damn.
Boo.
I can hear the other videos, right?
Nah, I gotta see what we did.
Did you hear the last two videos?
I might have to turn it up.
The good black woman can pull a dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man. We can take the sisters in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently. We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful.
I wish I could just hold on.
That don't stop you from getting a man. And it certainly puts things on.
Hold on,
I'll say pause
this right
Let know. Hey, anybody in the chat, Jeff, anybody, do you hear the video? And did you hear the last two videos?
So I'm gonna have to.
They had to hear the last two videos because they was interacting with us. It was good.
We about to see. Damn, I thought I could just do the
I think it's
itself.
just.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on. Minimize it real quick.
There we go. I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Damn.
We hear it's not really loud. Okay. All right.
So let me see if we can go back.
This
I ain't gonna go too far.
This is why one day we didn't get an engineer.
To do that to him. The
Can you hear it now?
black woman is courteous. She says, thank you, baby. I appreciate you doing that.
Okay, so I can hear it better.
I appreciate every effort you make. Try harder.
All right, cool.
I'm going to work with you. Thank you. I know you did your best. Now that's a whole new language. But just to say that during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them. It don't work like that. The good black woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man. I have sisters all over the country, and they come up to me after the lectures, and they'll be talking to me, and they'll say, well, you know, all he think about is sex. All he think about is my body. I say, why don't you show him something else? And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have on a weave. They have on false eyelashes, another whole face, false fingernails, and all of that. And then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man. It's real deep. I say, why? What do you want a real man for? The good black woman can pull a dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man. We can take the sisters in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently. We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful. That don't stop you from getting a man. And it certainly puts things on the right perspective so some other judgments can be made other than physical. It don't take no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to have a sexual reaction. That's the most base. We spend less time doing that than anything else we do. So, you know, that doesn't always have to be the forefront issue. We know we are capable of that. The good black woman has intelligence, meaning that she knows how to behave properly in the streets. She's not in the wrong place. Some of our women don't know what else to do other than go to the bar. They need some activities. Some of our women thinking that staying home on the weekend is some kind of sin. Some of our women think that if they don't have a new outfit to wear every day, that they go self-destruct. You know, we have a lot of just that kind of nonsense going. Every time we buy new outfits and clothes or whatever, all we're doing is sending money out of our community. We don't own no clothing store. If the white man closed the shoe factory, we'd all be here barefooted tonight.
So I was like, so what's your thoughts, like everything she's talking about?
I'm just taking it all in, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's been a minute. I'm just taking it all in, bro.
She's saying she's spinning some bars right now.
Yeah.
We don't own
almost
no
at the end of it though.
You know, very base things that we don't own, that we put our money into and demand we have to have them. A lot of times our men look at us and know that he ain't never gonna be able to make enough money to give us all of the things we say we want. And don't no man want to be with no woman who he constantly got to deny her the things that she says she wants. And that represents failure to him. They have to always, you know, not be able to provide us with what we ask for. One of the ways we can do that is to start being satisfied with less. You know, the good black woman is clean. And that's a hard one.
That's some powerful shit though. Whatever she said though, you have to be okay if it's settle for less.
Well, that's the whole thing. With you know, when you hear people talking about what settling is, if you ever hear like, I know I've always heard as a kid growing up when I hear the adults talking about, you know, they getting ready to get married. One of the expressions they always use was they get ready to settle down. That was one of the expressions that they used. So when you look at, why is this so loud? When you look at the expression of today, people ain't looking at settling anymore. Mm-hmm. They're not looking at saying, look, this is what I have. Like I was just saying when we was talking about that whole thing of negotiations. A lot of people have never been taught to negotiate in a relationship when you're talking about marriage because marriage has not been pushed anymore. All people are doing is having purposeless relationships. And the only thing they getting out of these relationships is what? A child or children.
Yep.
And then about the time they get that child, they out of there.
She said women have to learn how to be okay with letting us up. Okay. That is a difference.
Ain't no different, Nidra. Shut up. You always try to do something. I wish I had something where I could be a Nazi, one of those doggone English Nazis. But you spelled it pretty good.
But yeah, man, like that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Because most females do, you know, when they get in these relationships, they expect to have it all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, like, you know, you like we talk about preferences. Like, see, like, was one thing about dudes that we don't trip that you want a dude with money, all this other shit. But you know what I'm saying? But if you want a guy that's gonna say gonna be faithful to you, you know what I'm saying, and love you how you wanna love you, like how you want him to love you, you know what I'm saying, it's a possibility that you might have to settle for less.
You have to date.
You have to date.
Gotta date. A lot of people are not dating and they're not going through processes.
No.
They're dating and think that
they got needs, but they don't really know what their needs is because they ain't been out there, you know.
They ain't needs then.
But they just
ain't needs then. Because when you gotta date, you have to be available.
Yeah.
You cannot be unavailable to a person and expect them to be able to read your mind.
Yeah. You gotta
date.
Yeah.
You have to, so you would know what it is that you want. That's
exactly.
why when you get into these relationships, like I said, most people after 6 months of knowing each other, somebody pregnant. Somebody got a kid. They already started a family and they weren't even trying to start a family.
Yeah.
And now you have the dude that really didn't want a kid with her, but he ain't expressing it to her.
No.
And she ain't actually asking him what it is he need because she like, shit, I got this kid, I'm keeping it. It is what it is.
And that's fucked up. You okay to bring a child to the world with a unstable ass household now.
Right. So you have to date. You have to be able to, that's how you find, and then being with men, a lot of men need to know what we want.
Yep.
We got to know what we want. If you do not want to be in a serious relationship, you have to make that shit known.
Yeah.
And you have to be, and I understand why.
And stop lying.
Men, well, this is the thing.
But I know, niggas lie because
the reaction they gonna get.
Yeah.
And especially when they trying to get some ass.
They're trying to get some pussy. Yeah.
That's it. So it's gonna happen. So that's why it has to come to a point. And it should be that way. I think that women should be at a point where they are not demanding, but they require whatever it is that but you can't require something that you are not deemed to be having.
Shout out to Jeff. He said that last show. Like,
yeah,
they need to start requiring, hey, you're gonna be with me, I require marriage.
If you be with me, I require marriage.
That should be on a negotiation table.
Right.
If we're gonna have children, we gotta get married.
But this is
I don't give a fuck. It take 2 to 5 years.
I would not have a children with you. I would not give you a child if we ain't get married.
Well,
if we ain't get married, and then so now again, this is the negotiation table. What do you like? Like when people get the first, dating and stuff like that. What is it that you like? Tell me about you. Well, my name James. Yeah. I like to take long walks. I like swimming and
I like sports.
But what is it in a woman that you like? She just got to be cute, pretty, and
shit. I like you, baby.
Yeah, he ain't saying nothing.
He ain't saying shit.
What is it that you do? And then then they go with the whole resume thing, because it's you got to go through this whole thing of being vetted, and that takes an interview.
Yeah.
And you got to know that we're interviewing each other.
Yeah.
What is it that you like? Okay, so give me. It's kind of like a relationship credit score. You know, you go in there to to purchase a house or a car or something.
Right.
So they need to know, can you afford to get this right here?
Yeah.
Let me see. What is your credit? So your credit score, your FICO score is, well, how many relationships you been in?
Right.
How many, it's like, how many kids you got? Shit. You started with an 800. Now you got 2 kids. That's a 450. That's how many kids you got, bro? How many baby mamas you got? Damn, you got 6. Damn, you got a FICO score of 200 and something. I don't know if listen, we got your credit score back. We considered, giving you this relationship. However,
that's fucked up out here.
I regret to inform you that at this time right now, I'm not available.
But I'm available on this day.
I'm just not available. You don't meet the credentials. You got too much shit going on in your life. Got too many baby mamas.
Right.
You got too many kids. I can't afford that.
No.
Because if I take on you, I got to take on those kids too.
Yeah.
I got 3 damn kids I got to take on, including you. And what if I got a kid or 2? Yeah, we can date for a minute, but
we could fuck. But I ain't gonna take you serious.
Right. Like,
I give you all day.
So but I mean, what I'm saying is that you just have to you got to vet the person, and you got to be able. For instance, when you're looking at Miss Ali, right?
Yeah.
What she's talking about is a woman that is looking to be wifed.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't speaking. She like, I ain't talking about all that other stuff. I'm talking about I'm talking about you already got a man in your life, and you want this man to be with you forever and ever.
Yeah. These
are the things you have to do. And she's only given a snapshot. She's talking about her book. She's not just saying this is the overall, but these are some of the, like she named, a list of things that should be up under the regiment of what a good woman is. Because she say a lot of things for the men too.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch. She be just as hard on the men as she is on the women.
Man.
So, but just taking from that, before you even get to that point right there, for one, men and women, they got to kind of build themselves up to be attractive to the next person that they want, not to any doggone person. What's happening right now, you got people that's just like, I just want to be attracted. That's why you got dudes that's going out here dressing with these skinny jeans and shit like that, because they looking at the women and hearing that they saying that it's cute, but that ain't even the type of woman you want. You a screw, but that ain't the one you trying to marry.
Yeah.
And women sitting here and they putting makeup on and all this shit. They're not there to attract a man. And ain't nobody caring about that. Because when a dude actually sit down and vet you, they're going to be like, I need to know what your history is. Let me know your what they call it, a VAS check. Yeah. Like a VAS facts.
Yeah. This nigga crazy.
What's your VAS facts? What you got? What's your credit? What's your FICO score on your VAG? What's going on? How long you been out here in these streets?
Hey, you fucking one of my niggas.
Right.
Just
how many times?
I look familiar.
Right. So that's basically before you can even get to what she's talking about, you gotta kind of like build yourself to be attracted to them, and that's one of the things where whether it's having a wealth of knowledge, being able to be in a position where you are making money, where you can sustain yourself. And then you can also be able to build with another person.
Yeah.
Like we got all this stuff that's going on. People talking about this whole high value man and, all this shit. And at the end of the day, if you listening to a lot of this shit, especially if you listen to the Kevin Samuels, the man, he got a niche. That's what it is.
Yeah, he do.
Because at the end of the day, when you start talking about the value of a man and the value of a woman, it's what it is that we feel that we deserve. It ain't got shit to do with all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
What do you feel that you deserve? And people get who they deserve, period. You get somebody that's going to be a cheater and don't work and they ain't got no money, you got what you deserve.
Right.
You get somebody that always cheat on you, or you get somebody that's always nagging you, you got what you deserve.
Yeah. Because women pick who they want.
No, they pick who they screw. They pick who they want to screw. Men pick who they want to marry.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And
you said what you say?
You
say pick who you screw.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him in this door right here. I'm gonna let him in this. I'm gonna let him unlock this goddamn combination
with this
right
nigga
here.
Today, bro.
I'm telling you, you do, because it's the same thing with guys.
Yeah.
How did you mess your life up? It is very hard for a dude to get out here in the dating world, and child support has taken 50% of his goddamn paycheck. You are unattractive financially to a woman.
Yeah.
And if a woman pick you, she get what she deserve. So if she sit back and want to, after she done got with you and after the flame has kind of died out a little bit and she want to complain and shit like that, both of y'all got what y'all deserve.
Yep.
You're a mirror of each other. You got what your subconscious was out there trying to get. You get somebody that was hurt, that's because your subconscious picked that motherfucker.
You hurt because you didn't negotiate.
You didn't negotiate. You didn't sit at the negotiation. It's the same thing as getting a damn job. That's why a lot of people be mad. You like, what you mad at? Why you mad? Because you working at McDonald's.
Right.
You got the job.
Yep.
You didn't negotiate.
You applied.
You got the job without a negotiation.
Right. I said that last show, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when we was talking about the bills and shit, hey, some dudes will let you know, like, hey, I can't take care of your ass. And you agreed.
And you agreed. That's what that nigga sat down at the negotiation table and said, listen, I know what you need,
but
I ain't got that shit.
You're gonna have to help me.
You're gonna have to kick in and help me.
All right.
You know.
Now what's on your contract? You ain't gonna cook for me? I gotta clean my own shit. Like what?
Right. Let's sit down at this. But see,
you still give me pussy, right?
All right, cool. Right, that's good. Right, long as I got that.
I got that.
But it's not like you sitting down for one day and negotiating. This is a process. This is a thing where it's communicated by, action.
Yeah, action, yep.
And it's communicated when you have to use, your words. But it's a process in this whole thing of negotiations. You're going to understand when you with it, because we're going to show, women and men are going to show each other who we really are when time goes on. That's just what it is. So it's kind of like, we have to get to basics. I would say back to basics, but some of us ain't old enough to we didn't ever get to basics yet. Yeah. We never knew anything about basics. And that's basically what we have to do. Get to basics. Make it just put it all in simplicity. And then we can work from there. Other than that, we're gonna keep doing the bitches and hoe or the bitches and nigga shit and the dick pussy shit, and a bunch of humans are going to be brought to fruition, and they're going to be repeating the same thing that we did. So, but let's go ahead and let's finish this up right quick. We're about to wrap this video up, and then we're going to be getting up out of here. All right, let me make sure I got it back to where we at with her.
A good black woman try to keep the house clean. Good black woman is clean by her own body. A lot of those things we kind of take for granted, but all of our people don't know about that. There are people who are angry with me because I even described the fact that some of us as sisters don't have the proper personal hygiene, as if that don't exist. We have too much falsehood and pretense going about our condition. Everybody that's dressed up ain't clean. That's just the truth. We have to look at our condition in the light of truth. Stop reacting emotionally and pretending that just because we don't want to deal. One of the most difficult things that I deal with out here is trying to teach our people the difference between an actual fact and an opinion. Our people think that they can accept or reject truth based on how they feel about it. Your feelings don't change the truth. The truth is just gonna be there. You can feel any kind of way you want to feel about it. Those kind of emotions have kept us from growing. Because anything we don't like, we just reject it and say, well, I don't believe that. That don't mean that it's not the truth. It just makes you a disbeliever. The good black woman practices non-possessive loving. Y'all know that's a hard one. Now, envy is wanting what someone else has. And jealousy, of course, is just selfish. Non-possessive loving is not an easy one for us to practice. And
you know where she about to go at with this?
Well, tell me.
This is where she's talking about the plural relationship. I'm gonna let her keep going though.
of course, I have a lot of sisters and some brothers who are in disagreement with me saying that. But the actual fact is that our men are outnumbered about 5-1. And nature is going to require that the men take responsibility for more than one woman and her children. Most of our men have children by more than one woman anyway. So I don't know why that was such a surprise, allegedly, when I said that. The black man has not been waiting on me to tell him he could have more than one woman. I'm in agreement with the rest of y'all. I don't think he should do that, but I feel like you did. There are some things perhaps about the nature of our man that we have been given some definitions about that are not true. There are some things he can do that we call him a dog. We do not have the same capabilities as a man. I am not talking about fornication and adultery. That's something else. I'm talking about actual responsibility of fatherhood and husbandhood of another family. That's quite different from fornication and adultery. We don't have the same capabilities of them. That's right. A man can have 2 homes, 2 sets of in-laws. He can eat dinner at 2 houses, 2 sets of children, 2 garages, 2 separate sets of friends attached to that woman. He can have all of that. We can't do that. We can't cook dinner at 2 houses.
Hell no.
We can't sleep with one man 4 nights a week and another one 3. Ain't no man gonna agree with that. We can't have 1 set of children we leave in one place and go and stay in another place and take care of another set. It doesn't work for us. Now that does not mean that we can't have sex with more than one man. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just taking responsibility for your children. Now certainly every man can't take financial responsibility for all of his children. He can do something. But a man who is spending time with a child is going to do something for it. Because then they'll find out what we have since we've been taking care of them by ourselves. You don't like to always say, no, I can't do it. No, I ain't got it. So the children will make you get it up. You spend some time with it. That's an important thing. The effectiveness of the principles that I just described, their usefulness has not diminished just because modern opinion has changed about them. There is not a black man in this room who does not still enjoy it if his woman bake him a cake. Well, our young daughters are being raised and taught that that's old style and that's out of fashion. We are not making those rules. Somebody else is, and they're imposing them on us and making us think that we have to qualify under them. I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months and years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one.
Ain't that what we said about the negotiation table?
Yep.
That's what we was talking about with the negotiation table. At the end of the day, you have to be able to know what it is that you are willing to deal with.
Yep.
And that's simple. And it sounds harsh. It sounds very harsh, but
It's reality.
it's reality. Absolutely.
Instead of you complaining and shit, and you expect everybody else to care about your bullshit, like.
And I
And she
tell the
said
sisters
some real
the same
tough
thing.
shit,
If
though.
you with a man you can't agree with, don't make his life miserable. Get with a man you can agree with. But we spend too much time living in hell with each other. We spend too much time tearing each other down, trying to make the other person do different or function different. If you want somebody to change, first change yourself. We set the example. We are the teacher. We are the mother. We set the example.
All right. That was it.
Sister
That
Ali.
right there was Sister Ali. Let me get rid of this right here. I ain't want to hear all that shit right there. But just to wrap this up, man, she said some very powerful, she had a powerful message. Like I said, that was like in 80, 86, something like that, 87, something like that. When
Until this
first
day,
came
it's
out
the
with a book.
same problem.
Well, it got worse.
Yeah, it got worse. It's going to
What
get worse.
you would think that what she was saying was something that you think that was something that was just coming out in 2000.
Right.
That was.
I wonder back in the day how many people took her serious what she was really saying.
Oh, we got video on that.
Yeah.
Even Ayanna Van Zant.
Yeah.
Ayanna Van Zant was so against her. Oh, she was in the audience and she went in on her. And I forgot whose show it was. Was it Oprah? I think it was.
Yeah.
It was somebody's show.
Okay.
But yeah, now Ayanna Van Zant is saying the same shit now. Go tell you. They just had a podcast together. We'll look it up.
Yeah,
They had it. They just. Well, it was on Ayanna's podcast. She had her on there, and they spoke on it. But yeah, absolutely. But just to go ahead and wrap this up, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, it was our shortest show. We used to do 2 hours.
Huh?
So it's probably our shortest show.
No, we had about 2 hours, ain't we?
Like an hour and 40, something like that.
Yeah, we started late too. So
yeah,
we started late. But in a nutshell, man, we have to start getting to basics. Not back to basics, to basics, because a lot of us don't know nothing about no damn basics. And it starts with learning how to date each other, learning how to be marketable in the dating field to one another, not bringing on all of your mishaps into a relationship. You know, clean up as much shit as you can as a man and as a woman. But speaking to the men, that we have to be a little more marketable, because a lot of times a lot of dudes are with women that they don't even want to be with. Mm-hmm. A lot of dudes are with a woman because she got a place to stay.
Yeah.
They with a woman because she got, a little more income than them. You gotta get rid of those little things.
Yeah, man.
Like
Start with us, man. As men, man. We gotta do better as well. Like you know what I'm saying, we could talk shit what women don't do all day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take accountability too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us men are soft, you know what I'm saying, not showing leadership, you know what I'm saying? They're just not, they don't value themselves as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
got a lot of that we got a lot of that right
shit,
now,
bro.
We got a lot of that when we speaking about the brothers. Absolutely. We have it's a lot of that going on. A lot of guys, they don't even know how to be marketable.
No.
They don't even understand that there are actual things that defines what manhood is. And one of the things is that you got to get your money together.
Yep.
You may not, everybody ain't gonna be no damn rich guy, but you got to have something that's steady, something that you are proud to be in, so you can have a life where you are content, and then you can be at a point where you can take care of a family.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us end up putting the cart before the horse, and that's why we have the problems we have. And then we try to get out here in the dating market and think somebody should just settle.
Right.
And a lot of people ain't trying to do all of that, women or men.
No.
But It also takes being a little more honest with one another. Just like with
Stop thinking with your dick all the time. You know?
yeah.
Gotta
That gets a lot of men in trouble.
A lot of men in trouble. Think with your mind first. Shit.
But it's also about how old you are.
Yeah.
People think that being 18 and 19, that you're not old enough to actually understand womanhood, manhood, and all this. I think I beg to differ. I think that if a person wants to be married, they start out young. They may not get married young, but you got to get in the mindset and understand it and study it before you get into it. Understand, start looking at, talking to people that are married.
Yeah.
Get all the, the ins and outs. Things that we don't normally do.
Yeah.
Understand that you have to have something to negotiate with.
Yeah.
You have to be able to get, and then you have to look at what type of relationship do you want. When a person sit back and say, I just want to be happy, they don't want shit.
No.
You gotta have something where you can set goals, set plans and things like that. And especially right now, being in this type of age we in with the information age and stuff like that, a lot of this shit, man, you just reach out and get it. But a lot of people don't even want to reach out and get the knowledge in it. It takes knowledge now. Before, it was like when a person wanted to get married and things like that, it was already in front of them. So they already knew, I'm gonna get married. I want this, especially with women. This is the type of man that I actually want. They understood that beauty is going to be was going to catch their man initially, catch his eye. And then what they did with that, they knew how to do things that was of a woman's utility: cook, clean, be able to be a person that can actually lead in the house.
Yeah.
Be able to actually do something that is of, I guess, is something that is of use.
Yeah. You can't be
the man has to be able to be
you can't
able
just demand shit. If, you know what I'm
no,
saying?
you can't. The man has to be able to be a man that can go out here and make that lifeline, which is money.
Yeah.
Be able to have something. And one of the things is to have a steady source of income. And that takes having a skill.
Yeah.
You got to have some type of a skill, because that actually is what we're based off of.
Yeah.
Our skills, so we can negotiate at the job,
Yeah.
have a career, whatever it is we gonna do. If we good hustlers, that's a skill.
Right.
If we good tradesmen, that's a skill. We like working in banks. We like being doctors. All of these different things. These are things that will help you create an infrastructure into this thing called community. The first part of your community is your family. A lot of people don't want to build a family.
They don't, man.
They don't want to build a family.
Too selfish.
By the time they ready to build a family, it's too fucking late.
Too late, man.
Now you got to build a family. It's kind of like now you got to patch up a fucking family. My kids, your kids, we got all these different things.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, but it should not be the norm.
It shouldn't, man. It's not.
It shouldn't be the norm. And one of the things that I can tell you that a lot of men will not say, they take way more pride into their own children than they would in anybody else's children. That's just a fact. It's a hard truth.
I'd rather put my time and energy, my resources towards my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's not knocking, like, stepfathers at all. I have a stepfather and I'm thankful for him. You know what I'm saying? But, like you said, most men, it's hard. Most men, to be able to raise a kid, they got to have the full control. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, like I said, bro, like, man, like, we need to get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna build our quote unquote community. You know what I'm saying? If we stick together, you know what I'm saying? Stick together, you know what I'm saying? Stop fucking competing with each other, all this other shit, You know, and we gotta, like you said, keep each other accountable. You know, that's what me and James like to do. Keep both sets accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I talk a lot of shit. A lot of people now talk a lot of shit about female, but no, it's like, you know, I like it's both sides, you know. But
Oh, it's definitely both sides.
Get out your
this ain't
feelings.
even that right. This ain't even that type of a
it's
podcast.
not even that type of show. Watch next show it might be a while till we talk about relationships.
All right, we was gonna talk about that's why this was a lot better than the whole thing with that new shit, that satire shit.
Yeah,
So.
man. I'm done talking about Fresh and Fit.
No, we got something right here because we have to get back to basics, man, or get to basics, and not just that is having a skill, because a lot of dudes don't even have skills, man. That's why they can't make no damn money.
Yeah, man. Read books and shit, man. Have an open mind, you know. Don't be scared to try new shit.
Yes, sir. But let's go in, man. Let's wrap this thing up, man. Don't forget to follow us on IG.
Yeah.
What We Know Podcast on IG. You can follow me
_ podcast.
Is it _ podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
What We Know _ podcast.
We've been on there for a minute now. We got enough people that if you start typing it in, it'll show up.
Yeah.
It'll show up. But What We Know _ podcast. I am DJ _ JIGTYTE DJ _ Jig Tight.
And I'm thankful _ Robert. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe, like the video, share it. You know, we're gonna keep bringing this content. You know.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I'm just happy for the growth so far. You know,
man. What we had
8 episodes in so far,
1,300 subscribers,
and we're gonna work on. One thing me and James talked about, start doing breaking news. We're gonna
something
start,
especially
local. Because we want to do more than
national.
Yeah, we want to start posting just once. Start posting more than just once a week. You know, so
absolutely. But yep, that's it, man. You got anything else?
I ain't got shit else, man. I'm Buzz. Hi. Yeah. I ain't got shit else for y'all today.
All right, man. That is it. Again, subscribe, like, share, and we up out of this piece.
Yeah, What We Know.
What We Know, baby.